You're welcome to this channel. We're looking at this question, determine the inverse Laplace of this function. And we have this linear expression here equal to this fraction. So what can we do? Very simple. Solution. Step 1. This function is 0. This function is 0. Factorize it. Take it outside. And that will give you x minus 1 equal to this fraction. Okay, the next thing to do is to make this expression the subject of the formula, and that will be equal to 2x plus 5 all over x minus 1 times x squared plus 2x plus 1. Then, in this case now, we go straight, before we can take the inverse of this, we need to solve this using partial fraction. And that will be equal to, we are going to take this expression, we're going to take it outside, write it this way, all over x minus 1 into bracket x squared plus 2x plus 1. And that's equal to, this is a linear factor, that's a over what? X minus 1. This is quadratic, and that will be what? B x plus c all over this. Okay? So when you have a quadratic expression, the numerator will be linear, and that will be, this is your last constant. The next constant will be b. Then on the left hand side, we have 2x plus 5. Then this will be a times x squared plus 2x plus 1. Then plus, this one also times the common factor. We have bx plus c times what? X minus 1. Then, what we're going to do now, we can start substituting. We substitute for x equal to 1. This expression we can see, we can get a. And that will be equal to what? Let x be equal to 1. Then we have 2 times 1 plus 5. That's 7 equal to. Here, that will be equal to what? 1 plus 2 plus 1. That's 4. So a is what? 7 over 4. Okay? We can substitute again for x. What we can do is to expand and begin to equate the coefficients. And that will be equal to, open this one, open this bracket, that will be right hand side. That will be equal to ax squared plus 2ax and then plus a. Okay, then plus this one and this one, that's a bx squared, then minus bx. This one and this, and this one and this. Then this one and this, that's a plus cx, and then minus c. So that's what we have now. We can begin to equate the coefficients. Coefficient of x on the left hand side, the coefficient of the attachment of x is what? Is 2. That's 2 equal to. On the right hand side, the coefficient of x is what? Is here 2a followed minus b and then plus what? Plus c. Okay? We'll come back to this shortly. We'll come back to that shortly. Equate constants times. On the left, we have 5. On the right hand side, we have this one and this one. A minus c. And that will be equal to 5 equal to. Our a is what? 7 over 4 minus c. And that will be 5 minus 7 over 4 equal to minus c. So that's 13 over 4. Okay? Minus this equal to what? Equal to c. So that's our c. Okay? Then with this now, we can come back here and get b. And that will be 2 equal to 2 times a, that's 7 over 4, minus b, and then minus 13 over 4. Okay? And that will be 2 minus this one times this one. That's 7 over 2. And move it to the other side. And then plus what? 13 over 4 equal to minus b. So b is what? B is minus 7 over 4. And don't forget, this expression is this. Okay? Now take the inverse of that. Take the inverse of this function, which is equal to what? The inverse of your a is what? Or a is 7 over 4 over x minus 1 plus b is minus 7 over 4. Then c over 4 all over this plus this plus this. Laplace of sum of function will be equal to inverse of each of those functions. 7 over 4 can come outside, and that will be what? 1 over what? X minus 1. Then plus, here also, that will be inverse Laplace of, for the numerator, 1 over 4 is common, minus 1 over 4 can be taken outside, and that will be what? Sorry, there is s here, and that will be x plus 13 all over what? All over this one. If you use a perfect square, that will give you x plus 1 all square. Okay, even if you expand this one, you get this. The inverse Laplace of this fraction is exponential to power t. And then here, we need to work on this. That will be minus 1 over 4 can be taken outside. That's minus 1 over 4. And then inverse Laplace of. What we're going to do here, we're going to split this into two parts. Okay? And that will be x plus 1. Okay? Close that one. And then plus 12 all over x plus 1 all squared. So what we want to achieve is that anytime you have the x at the numerator, okay, and you have something like this at the denominator, okay, you have to turn it to the denominator so that it can conform to the table. Okay, so then the next thing to do now, and that will be what? That will be this equal to 7 over 4 times exponential to power t minus 1 over 4 inverse Laplace of. Then you now break this expression into two parts. And that will be x plus 1 over x plus 1 all squared. Then minus 1 over 4. Then this will be what? Inverse Laplace of what? 12 over what? X plus 1 all squared. So on the final conclusion, our answer will be what? 7 over 4 exponential to power t, then minus 1 over 4. This one will be equal to, that will be inverse Laplace of 1 over x plus 1, and that will be what? Times 12. Inverse Laplace of what? 1 over what? X plus 1 squared. So we now have 7 over 4 exponential to power t, then minus 1 over 4. This one is a table which will be equal to what? Exponential minus t. This will give us minus 3, and this will be equal to what? Exponential to power minus t, and then t. And that is the answer to that question. Okay? For the sake of explanation, I just want to explain this. For the table, inverse Laplace of this is what? Is this. So if you're not having inverse Laplace of x plus 1, then you have to turn it to the standard form, and that will be inverse Laplace of 1 over x minus 1. So whereby your minus 1 is what? Is your a, and that's where we have minus what? Minus t here. Okay, and then for this one, there's also a table. There's a table that says that inverse Laplace of n factorial all over x minus a, and then n plus 1 is equal to exponential to power what? 80 and then Cn. Okay, so it's just a table, So that's that, and that's what I use in this place. And that's what I use here. The n is what? The n is 1. Okay, and the power here must is n plus 1. So 1 plus 1, that's 2. So that is that on this question. Okay, there's an icon on this video. Click on it and subscribe. Okay, that's the only way you can advance this channel. Okay, subscribe straight away, and please make your subscription a multiplier effect. Okay, invite your friends to do likewise, and finally share the video on your social media platform. Let this video go viral. Okay, send your comments and click on like button. Thank you for watching this video. Join the next section.